Hey YouTube, what is up? It's your girl Cobbs, and we are back with more ASA updates. Now, the last 24 hours for ASA and Studio Wildcard have been insane. There have been a lot of ups and downs. Some would say more downs than ups, but I wanted to give you guys the short and sweet of it to keep you in the loop on what is going on with this game. Now, there are more videos out there that probably will take a more in-depth look at some of these issues. One of them that I watched earlier was Wild Do's, so if you're interested in learning more about some of these issues, I would go watch his video as well as the multiple other ones that are out there from all of the wonderful creators on this platform. But for the short and sweet of it, I'm here for you. So the first thing that I actually forgot to mention with yesterday's video is, one, the biggest thing for ASA is the cross-platform abilities of the game. But unfortunately, console players are receiving a delay until sometime in November. I heard November 5th. I don't know where, I don't know why, I do not recall where I heard that from, but I would not put any eggs in that particular basket. It looks like console is delayed at least until November. Now, this is unfortunate for a couple of things. One, it just sucks for console players. It's kind of like watching everyone play with a new toy that you can't play with yet. But in terms of console official players or official console players, this is a major letdown, especially those who are planning on playing cross-platform with PC. So what Wildcard is planning on doing to rectify the issue is when ASA console is ready to go, they're going to allow console players to play on some specific official servers that will allow boosted rates for a small period of time so that they can catch up. Speaking of official, when ASA dropped yesterday, the first thing a lot of players did was they went to the official servers. And unfortunately for them, there were a couple of exploits that players found that would allow players to go into admin mode, which is kind of wild for official. Studio Wildcard shut down the official servers and did a complete wipe of all saves, which if you had put any time into the game at that point, that is very unfortunate. But it looks like they've rolled out an update to make it so players can't go into admin mode and to cover a variety of other bugs that had been found. Looks like official servers are back up and hopefully they're there to stay. Across the board, it looks like the reception to the game I have seen is wildly mixed. If you look on Steam, at least at the time of this recording, 43% of the reviews are yay, while the rest of them are nay. Don't ask me to do math, you can do it yourself. But from what I have heard across the board, if you have the recommended PC specs, which, by the way, the recommended specs are astronomical, but if you have the recommended specs, it looks like the game is going to run okay. There are going to be bugs here and there, but I do believe that's more based off of Ark just being Ark versus your specific PC specs. Overall, it looks like the game is manageable. Servers are still a little bit funky, regardless of if you have 1,000 players. That's not possible, but you get what I mean. Whether you have the capped amount of players or only a few, it looks like servers are still a little janky. But again, I think given time, these issues will resolve themselves in the long run. Unfortunately, we are just the test bunny rabbits for it. The crux of a lot of people's ire and frustration is currently Nitrado. Nitrado and ASA, or Studio Wildcard, entered an exclusivity agreement that only Nitrado could provide server coverage and server hosting for Ark Survival Ascended. Additionally, they're requiring a lot more RAM to be purchased in order for the server to run, which could be attributed to the fact that it's in Unreal Engine 5, but they're requiring you to have at least 26 slots in the game, which both of those combined together will just by proxy increase the price. I think the thing to consider that is most frustrating about all of this is just the fact that there is no competition now with Nitrado. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but in any industry, having competition is vital to coming to a good and fair price point for the consumer. And now Nitrado has no competition for ASA servers. I'm hoping things even out and become a little more fair in the future. That being said, right now, Nitrado having exclusivity rights to all of this it kind of sucks. In addition to that, there are now new requirements in order to have an ASA server with a dedicated license. You must now at least have 10,000 active members in your community in order to be a server admin and a cluster owner. Or if you're a content creator, you have to have at least 10,000 followers and 5,000 impressions per content piece. Now keep in mind, this is just for an ASA server with a dedicated license. Admittedly, I am not super familiar with the subject, so I'm going to link a couple other videos for you guys to go check out if you really do want an in-depth look at this. But when you combine this with all of the other pitfalls that we have with being exclusive with Nitrado and you put it all together in one box, and it does not forebode well for the future, and I think it makes a lot of Ark players very nervous about their options when it comes to playing this game. That being said, we do have a lot of really great things to look forward to. Okay, don't sue me for this, but Swordlefime. It is one of the new modded maps from the Nitrado mod devs, who you may remember them from the people who made Fjordur. But Swordlefime is looking beautiful already. And although it is only 60% done, and they are still working out some of the kinks with having it on servers, it's looking great, and it honestly just really makes people excited for the future for modded maps for this game. So if you haven't already, go check out the Nitrado mod devs and all the cool stuff they're doing over there. And honestly, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me how funny and amazing you find me. If not, lie to me, I'm okay with it. And if you want to watch me live on Twitch, I stream every Wednesday through Saturday, usually around 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern, and we would love to have you over there and in the Discord with our amazing community. But like I said, that's all I have for you. Enjoy ASA, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!